look at the Cardinals in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former second overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the season begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many.
Murray leading the way.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won, and one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throw.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't draw many like that one.
Make it third manageable or challenge the coverage again. Hoping for a bit.
Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. On third down, Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on at the 25-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched, and can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means
titles clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
It'll go as a loss of 3 on the set. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. They find some open field here. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 50. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's the option. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for the quarterback position as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole. First carry for James Conner.
Back back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic. No one was going to get it.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 9-yard touchdown run. Back out and set to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series decision.
First and 10. Running right on the option is Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of...
Here, 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about this than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14 now for the Falcons. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage.
Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's got room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And they'll use him out of...
Murray now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards.
Nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice
throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jackrabbit Jenkins. And the Falcons are going to have it here.
Pick off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. Kuhn knocks this one through the post. And with that, they take.
They've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he's getting the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the option. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. But not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An option handoff given to Connor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards they needed to move the sticks. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. You have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Murray now on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Murray. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see...
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
This is Anderson over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run
executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's Connor on the read option. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the Falcons grab it. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcons. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes right side. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the cross. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very. Connor up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Football getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And past the 30
for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defense.
Set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They run behind center with Connor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to
for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing now is Murray. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. To throw, Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken. They get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him.
Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
4th down, Mariota. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal.